Welcome to Moneyness Market Advisors.
ये राजू, ये शेयर बाजार तो बहुत गड़बड़ है रे बाबा। इसका रोज ऊपर नीचे देख के मेरे को तो धक धक होने लगता है। ये अपना पैसा अभी किधर लगाऊं?
सिंपल है बाबू, या म्यूचुअल फंड्स है ना।
ये म्यूचुअल फंड क्या होता है रे बाबा?
A mutual fund collects money from small investors to form a larger fund. The money collected in these funds is known as the asset under management. An asset management company operates multiple funds whose money is invested in different types of assets like debt and equity. The AMC also appoints a highly skilled and experienced fund manager to each fund. His job is to carry out extensive research and grow the AUM of the fund to generate higher returns for the investors.
मतलब एक समझदार आदमी हम सब लोगों का पैसा लेके उसको बढ़ाएगा और कुछ सालों बाद पैसा ही पैसा होगा।
तो इसमें फर्क क्या है और इसमें मेरे को क्या फायदा मिलेगा?
अरे बाबू, ये बहुत फायदा है, बताता हूँ ना आपको।
Mutual fund is just a different form of investment. The fund manager, along with his team, carries out in-depth research to take important decisions regarding the investments of his fund. The lack of skills and resources makes it difficult for individual investors to carry out a similar research of every asset. Another advantage of mutual fund is diversification. Diversification refers to the principle of not keeping all your eggs in the same basket. In a diversified portfolio, the bad performance of any single asset does not impact the overall health of the portfolio. Small retail investors fail to diversify their portfolio due to shortage of funds, whereas a mutual fund manager manages hundreds of crores which he can invest in different types of assets and even asset classes to create a well-diversified portfolio which is less risky and can generate higher returns. Mutual funds also have tax benefits. In India, investments made to equity-linked saving schemes or ELSS can reduce the taxable income by 1,50,000 under Section 80C. Investments in mutual funds are convenient and are considered very liquid. One can start with amounts as low as Rs 500 per month, and they can also avail an option for SIPs.
मतलब एक समझदार आदमी आपका पैसा अलग अलग जगहों पे लगाएगा, उससे आपका पैसा सुरक्षित भी रहेगा और टैक्स भी बचेगा, और आप एसआईपी भी कर सकते हो।
अरे अब ये SIP क्या होता है रे बाबा?
SIP or SIP stands for Systematic Investment Plan, where investors can invest small amounts every month in a disciplined manner. Investors determine their SIP amount, which is the amount they have to invest as per their convenience. The amount is automatically deducted from their bank accounts each month, and the units of their selected mutual funds are allocated to their demat account at the prevailing prices. The price of each unit is referred to as the net asset value or NAV per unit. It is simply the current market value of all the investments under the fund divided by the number of units issued till date. Under SIP, investors get the benefit of rupee price averaging. Because they are investing a fixed amount each month, they buy less units when the price is high and more units when the price is low. This helps them to build their corpus over time.
मतलब हर महीने अपने तनख्वाह का थोड़ा हिस्सा लगाते जाने का, ऊपर भाव में कम लगाने का और नीचे भाव में ज्यादा लगाने का। सिंपल।
अरे ये तो मस्त चीज है रे, पर मार्केट में इतने सारे म्यूचुअल फंड है, अभी अपना पैसा किधर लगाऊं ये बता मेरे को।
There are a number of mutual funds that you can choose from. Mutual funds are of different types depending upon the types of asset that they invest into. For example, equity, debt, and even hybrid funds investing into both debt and equity. Equity funds can be large cap, mid cap, or small cap. A large cap fund will invest in industry leading companies like Reliance, TCS, and HUL, whereas small cap and mid cap funds will invest in smaller companies with lower market caps. As we move from large cap to small cap funds, the risk and expected return increases. Mutual funds that invest in fixed income securities are known as debt funds. These funds invest in government securities as well as corporate debt. The fund manager invests in assets with different maturities, either long term or short term. A long term debt fund invests in bonds issued by the government and corporates. It also lends money to companies directly. On the other hand, short-term funds invest in treasury bills issued by the government and commercial paper issued by companies with maturities of less than a year. Liquid funds are another form of debt funds. They invest in extremely short-term debts to money market participants. Liquid funds are considered good alternatives to savings bank deposits because they are extremely liquid, are considered equally safe, and also generate higher returns. Moving on, we have hybrid funds which take a balanced approach towards investments. They invest in both debt and equity securities to diversify the portfolio and manage investors' risk. One can also invest in funds of funds. These are mutual funds which invest your money in different mutual funds. Investors should invest in mutual funds based on their goals and investment horizon. Equity funds are most preferred for longer time horizons and goals like retirement planning. Investors with the shorter time horizons or while planning for goals in the near future should have a higher allocation towards debt and hybrid funds.
मतलब इक्विटी में, डेट में, हाइब्रिड में सब में पैसा लगाएगा अपना म्यूचुअल फंड और अपने गोल्स के हिसाब से पैसा लगाते जाने का और कुछ साल बाद पैसा ही पैसा होगा।
वो सब तो बराबर है, पर अपना पैसा कितने टाइम तक लगाने का और वापस जब जरूरत पड़ा तो निकालेगा कहां से?
Mutual funds can be of two types, open-ended or close-ended. Under an open-ended fund, investors can buy or sell units directly from the fund house at any point. This provides greater flexibility to enter or exit the mutual fund. Under a close-ended fund, the number of units to be issued is fixed. The mutual fund house does not issue any new units after the launch of the fund. Even though investors cannot sell their units before the lock-in period, they can still sell it on the exchanges. These features make mutual fund investments convenient.
तो बाबू भैया इसमें दो तरीके हैं। पहले में आप म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी से ले और बेच सकते हैं और दूसरे में म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी आपसे लेगा नहीं तो आप शेयर मार्केट में बेच सकते हैं।
अच्छा, और इसमें खर्चा क्या क्या लगेगा वो पहले ही बता देना रे अपन को, बाद में झंझट नहीं मांगता है।
Now, let us go through some charges specific to mutual funds that an investor must be aware about. One must always check the expense ratio before investing in mutual funds. Expense ratio is the fee charged by the asset management company to cover its fund management charges and operational costs. Regulators have set upper limits on the expense ratios charged by AMCs. These charges vary depending upon the size of the fund. Other charges include entry and exit loads which are charged by the AMC when investors buy or sell the units of any mutual fund. SEBI has put some restrictions on asset management companies on charging entry load to investors. Exit loads are applicable when investors sell their units before the lock-in period is over. Apart from these charges, there is a one-time nominal transaction fee that investors have to pay for investing in mutual funds. It is crucial to be aware of these charges as they can eat into your investment returns. Other charges include taxes and maintenance charges related to your demat and trading account.
बाबू भैया 1-2% का फंड मैनेजर चार्ज लगेगा, मामूली से एंट्री और एग्जिट का चार्ज लगेगा और 100-150 रुपया ट्रांजैक्शन चार्ज लगेगा बस।
और इन सब चीज का हिसाब कैसे रखने का रे? और मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा इसने मेरा पैसा किधर और कैसे लगाया?
The returns of any mutual fund depends upon the types of assets they've invested into. Related charges and transaction fees significantly affect the performance of a fund. Investors can track their investments by comparing their fund's performance to an appropriate benchmark. For example, you can compare the returns generated by a blue chip large cap fund to that of Nifty and Sensex over a similar time period. Another way is to compare the returns generated by similar types of funds managed by different fund managers. Passive investors who want returns similar to that of a benchmark can invest in ETFs and index funds. These funds have a lower expense ratio as they try to replicate the index and thus generate similar returns.
म्यूचुअल फंड का कंपैरिजन दो तरीके से करते हैं, या तो निफ्टी और सेंसेक्स से या फिर दूसरे म्यूचुअल फंड से, और हर महीने आपके एक एक पैसे का हिसाब आपको म्यूचुअल फंड वाला देगा, इसलिए म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
अरे ये तो सही है रे बाबा, अपन तो आज ही से इसमें पैसा लगाएगा।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.